Okay, hi everyone. Welcome and thanks for joining us live tonight. Very excited about tonight, all that we have to bring to you. And by the way, we are multi streaming. So tell us now in the comments if you're watching us from Facebook or YouTube. And by the way, if you're just joining us, again, welcome. Tonight we are answering your most common skincare questions. So we're going to have lots of fun. We also have some giveaways. Be sure to take a minute right now to remind your friends to come over and join the fun. And of course, for a chance to win a free gift. I'm Laurie Langell, Vice President of Field Development with Labri. And I just want to remind you, stay right with me through the end of our live tonight, and you'll find out how you might win one of our prize giveaways. So right now, if you are a Labri consultant, let me know in the comments what you like best about being a consultant with Labri. And if you're not yet a consultant, let me know that you're a guest and share with me your favorite Labri product. So go ahead and comment now. And oh, of course, if you're brand new to Labri, special welcome to you. Let me know that in the comments also if you're brand new. By the way, if you are brand new to Labri, you are going to love learning more about our aloe-based skincare products and this awesome company. And hopefully you might just win one of our giveaways tonight. Again, I'll let you know how to enter at the end of tonight's live. So stay with me right through the end. All right, so in our Facebook post tonight, for tonight's live, I asked you to share a question you have about skincare. And we have hundreds of questions. So obviously, we have a lot of people who are interested in improving the look and feel of their skin. And I know that's important to so many of you who are watching tonight. You're in luck because we have with us tonight Linda Kaminski, co-founder of Labri and top expert in the skincare industry. For more than 40 years, Linda has taught thousands of women how to look, and some men, how to look and feel their best with her skincare expertise. So please help me welcome Linda Kaminski. Linda, come on up. There you
Hi.
are.
Hi, Lori. Hi,
Hi.
everyone. It's great being with you tonight.
Oh, we are so, I know we have so many people who are so thrilled that you are spending this time. We're going to take about 35 minutes. And with obviously hundreds of questions, we don't have time to answer all of them. So together, you and I chose questions that seem to reflect the most common concerns, those questions that were mentioned in multiple comments, and hopefully we will answer a lot of those most common questions. So here's the first one. It
Oh,
comes
throw it
from,
at me. I'm ready.
you ready? Okay.
Yes, I'm ready.
It comes from Antoinette Freeman. And although this first question sounds like just a really simple, basic question, we were thinking, you and I talked about this, that it's probably one of the most important questions. And it is, why is it so important to wash your face twice a day?
Great question. And it is so important to wash your face twice a day because clean skin is beautiful skin. When you think about it, every single day there is pollutants, stale makeup, your own skin impurities that are coming out through the surface. So you want to make sure that at least twice a day, once in the morning, once at night, that you wash your face thoroughly. And you want to always be sure that you are using a water soluble cleanser, not something that's heavy and oily. It needs to be water soluble. And the reason for that is that when it's water soluble, it is much easier for the product to get into the skin to loosen up those impurities. It's also important to be careful when you're cleansing not to use products that have a lot of sudsing action to them, because the more suds, of course, in a product, generally the higher the detergent. So you want to use, again, a water-soluble cleanser, and you want to make sure that you take a little extra time in the evening to really work it into your skin, and then rinse your skin with lukewarm water. You don't ever want to use water that's too hot or too cold.
Once at night.
So cleansing is really important. And another reason too that you want to make sure that you have clean skin twice a day is that any product that you apply over your cleanser, your moisturizer, your serums, all those products, they need to penetrate. And if you have soiled skin with impurities or oils, you're not going to get the same results as if you apply your products on cleansed skin. So clean skin is always beautiful skin.
Well, thank you for that. And one of the things that I frequently hear, and you probably have too, is from women who have not necessarily been in the habit of, they just like too tired at night and, oh, I don't have any makeup on. I'll just wash my face in the morning. And once they start creating this habit, it actually is just really a good feeling to do that before you go to bed to wash your face. It's just a habit, right?
Oh, it's a habit. It's something that you do because you care about your skin. And when you go to bed at night, you certainly don't want to take the full day's worth of pollution and stale makeup into bed with you. And I always tell busy people, maybe you have children with school starting now, you might be helping them with homework, or you just come home from work and you're tired. Before you settle in for the night, take 2-3 minutes when you're brushing your teeth and properly cleanse your skin. It will pay off big dividends in the years ahead.
Yeah, I see a lot of our consultants and some guests saying, yeah, it feels so good to use LeBri products at night before they go to bed to wash their face. Good. Okay, so our next question comes from Brenda Goodling, who asks, besides the trio, and some of our guests may not really know what the trio is, so I'm sure you'll touch on that. Besides the trio, what are your go-to products you're currently using in your routine?
Well, the trio, of course, is the foundation of our skincare products. In order to really achieve healthy, beautiful skin, not just for the next year, but we're talking 10, 15 years down the road, you really need to use a system that's highly effective. So, as we just talked about, cleansing is important. Restoring the pH balance to your skin is important. And then, of course, using a moisturizer. But also, what's important is exfoliation. And the older we get, the longer the skin cells cling to the surface of your skin. When we're young, our skin cells, they grow, they're robust, they're healthy, they're growing, and then they die, and then they come back. But as we age, this entire cellular renewal process slows down dramatically. So exfoliation is really key. When someone says, what is my routine? I'm very diligent with my skincare. I never miss. It's twice a day. It's about 8 minutes in the morning, 10 to 12 minutes at night. But it's important to know what type of skin you have and select products for the concerns that you have. You want to address your concerns, because what works for me may not be the right program for you. But yes, I use my trio. I use eye care. I use the neck cream. I use the Maxi Firm. I use my sleep mask twice a week. I use my clay mask on my nose because that's my oily part. So I'm always paying attention to what my skin needs. And the needs of your skin, and we'll probably talk about this a little bit later too, but the needs of your skin changes with the seasons. The moisturizer that's right for you during the winter months may not be right for you in the spring and summer. So you really have to look and feel and pay attention to what your skin is telling you. If your skin is feeling dry and tight, it's telling you something. If you find that your makeup doesn't look smooth and creamy, your skin is telling you something. If you find that your skin is itchy, or you find that your pores are getting more and more enlarged, your skin is telling you something. So you really need to pay attention to your skin during the seasons, and then adjust your skincare program accordingly.
Okay, and so you want to talk about the product that you love for
That I like. Sure. Well, for my skin, I use the Deep Pore System. Now I'm normal to slightly oily. I use the eye repair in the morning because for a little puffiness while we sleep, I like to keep my eye repair gel in the refrigerator because it's very cooling when you put it on in the morning. And then after that, then I put on, depending on what I feel my skin needs that day, I love the Maxi Firm because it's firming to the skin. So I use that in the morning. In the evening, I use our vitamin C serum, which we'll talk about later. And then I alternate my moisturizers. Sometimes I use the intense moisturizer if I feel I need a little extra moisture. Sometimes in the heat of summer, with the heat that we've been having, I use the oil-free moisture lotion. And I also trade off with the vitamin C and my oil-free moisturizer. So I have quite a system going, but this sounds like, my gosh, how much time does this take? It doesn't take much time because once you get into a routine, it's really quick. And it's one, two, three. I'm in and out of the bathroom after cleansing my skin in the evening, about 10 to 12 minutes. And it pays off as the years go by. But that's generally my skincare program. We're talking about exfoliation and how important that is. And one of the products that I love that I use twice a week, because the older we get, the more we need to exfoliate, is our rejuvenating facial peel. It has this amazing natural scent to it. And the color that you see are this pretty orange. This is from beta carotene. So it's a natural colorant. And this will remove tired, dead skin cells, and your makeup will go on smoother. And your skincare products, your serums, your moisturizers, they will be better able to penetrate into the skin. So exfoliation is really important. And by the time we're 35 years of age, our cellular renewal rate drops off dramatically. And that's why we have to exfoliate more often versus when we were younger, where generally once a week is sufficient when we're in our 20s and 30s. But as we begin to age, we need to help our skin out by exfoliating more frequently.
For sure. And you know what? It smells delicious and it feels so good. And it's really, I call it one of our wow products because really right after you use the facial peel, you can see the difference.
Oh, it's amazing. And it's also nice. Use it on the back of your
Mhm.
hand. If you want your hands to look smoother, you can use it on your neck, your upper chest area. It's very gentle and anyone can use this. Anyone, if you have sensitive skin, oily skin, dry skin, it's a universal. And as you said, Lori, it is a wow product. You will see instant results. And how often we like, gratification, and how often do we get to see instant results from using a product? Usually we have to be a little patient to see the results, but
Mhm.
this is something that will give you instant results.
Instant results. That's right. And I wish you could see the comments because all of our consultants are like, oh, I love that product. And coincidentally, it's on sale this month. So it's on sale right now. And so if you are a guest and you're thinking, I want to try that product, make sure you reach out to your consultant and ask about it. And just one comment I want to make, I saw somebody say, oh, that's a lot of products when you were going through your routine. And as you mentioned, you've kind of added products in for your routine over time. Someone who's just getting started, right? Just start with the trio and then add in
Absolutely.
one or two.
I'm your real skincare junkie. Okay, I have to admit to that. And I've always loved, I have been. I was when I was a teenager, I had skin issues. When after the birth of my son at the age of 34, I developed rosacea. So for me, I enjoy pampering my skin. But no, when you're starting out as a new Libra user, we suggest that you start with our basic 3 steps: a cleanser, a freshener, a moisturizer. Or if you want a little bit more and a little bit extra, better, faster results, than our 5-piece skincare set, which is a cleanser, freshener, moisturizer, eye care, and exfoliator. That is really the place to start. And you will see amazing results just with our trio or the 5-piece, because when we first created our products, we didn't have a lot of serums back in the day. And now people back then, they would come and they tell us, oh my gosh, my lines look softer. And that's because we're hydrophilic. We're aloe based. We use the power of aloe, but we're also hydrophilic. So anyone even starting with the trio, and I always challenge people, take a picture, because sometimes when you're using the products, your entire skin is changing and you may not notice that because you can't compare one side to the other. So I always say to people, take a picture of how your skin looks when you start, and then take a picture 2, 4, 6 weeks after. Because remember, your skin will do a turnaround, but it takes about 4 to 6 weeks. We have to remember enlarged pores, they don't happen overnight. Lines and wrinkles, they don't happen overnight. Puffiness, that doesn't happen overnight. So we have to be a little patient when using our skincare. But I can tell you that within 7 to 10 days, you'll notice something. Or you could try, if you're new to Labri, try our samples on half your face. And don't tell anyone what side you're using the samples on. And I know that people will pick the Labri side. It happens all the time, which is pretty exciting from a trio. So, but that's where you would start. But I want the benefits of everything, but I target treat my skin
Mhm.
and I pay attention to what my skin needs for that day, whether it needs more moisture, and it depends on what environment I'm in. If I'm in an airplane,
Mhm.
I know that I need to use something a little bit higher with free radical protection because, you're flying. So you just have to really pay attention to what your skin needs on a daily basis.
And Linda, I may have missed this. You used the word hydrophilic. Did you define that for our listeners, our viewers?
Hydrophilic means that the products contain water loving humectants. And when you think about moisture for the skin, because hydration is important, even oily skin needs moisture. However, it has to be the right type of moisture. So when you're looking at hydrophilic skincare, what that means is that it brings moisture, which is the true form of moisture, is water, into the skin. It's a humectant, and humectants are known, aloe is a humectant, to pull moisture from the environment. And every single day we lose this moisture, every day, from the sun, from air conditioning, from hot to cold, the heat in the winter months. And that's why we wanted products that would be soothing, would be rejuvenating, but would replenish the moisture loss on a daily basis. And that's how you keep fine lines and wrinkles away. I am not a believer in putting oil on the face, uh, even the finest oil. Some people can use oil and they're fine with it, but oil lubricates the skin. I'm all about getting products that go into the skin to plumpen up that inner layer from the subcutaneous layer. And that's why when people even use our trio, a more mature skin, they will find that after about 2, 3 weeks, the fine lines and wrinkles are much smoother. So that's what hydrophilic is all about.
Great definition. Thank you for that explanation. We've got to move along here. We have so many questions to get to. We have a lot of questions came through about taking care of the eye area. Stephanie Madge wants to know what's the best product to use for lines around the eyes. And Bonnie Zinn wanted to know how to take care of wrinkly eyelids. And Jennifer Scheidt wants to know what your eye routine is.
Okay, good question. You're right. The eye area is a very delicate area, and it's always one of the first areas that will show signs of aging. And the reason that that happens is because during the day, we cough, we squint our eyes, we sneeze, we squint our eyes. We're out in the sun, we might squint our eyes. So this delicate skin around the eye area gets a lot of wear and tear as time goes on. So I'm a big believer in starting to use an eye care product already in your late teens. For those of you that are watching that are 16, 17, 18, or for those of you that have teenagers at home, it's not too early to start using eye care. We do not have any oil glands around the eye area. So in the morning, I like using our eye repair gel. I keep it in the refrigerator and you don't need much. For those of you that are new to Labri, you will be amazed how little product you need all the way through the line. And everything lasts a long time. So a little bit of eye repair gel in the morning, use your ring finger because this is the finger with the least amount of pressure. And then in the evening, I use the Intense eye cream. This contains more ingredients for deeper lines. Again, I want the best of both worlds. But if you're looking for puffiness or for if you have a more youthful skin, the eye repair gel will be fine. If you're more mature, then with deeper lines and wrinkles, they're called crow's feet. Not a very pretty name for that, but that's what they're called. Then I would recommend our Intense. So that's what I use. If you find that you're getting some crepiness on your upper lid, I would use the Intense. Always moisturize. Some of you have oily eyelids. You won't need to do that. But if you find that the skin is getting crepey here, or it's losing or getting texture or losing some of that elasticity, then the Intense eye repair cream would be the eye care product for you.
Mhm. Okay, and we have a before and after picture with someone who has used the eye cream, and boy, you could really see the difference here.
Mhm.
Um, and it just speaks to, and you know, it might be a little bit hard if someone's looking on a mobile device. If this was blown up, you would really be able to see the difference in her eye area. And she says, my favorite thing is the intense eye cream. Check out the difference. So, and that was just 2 months. And by the way, the eye cream is also on sale right now. So ask your consultant about that. Okay, and you touched on this next question. I think you touched on the answer a little bit. It comes from Kristen Klein, and she asks, "Why is aloe so amazing for the skin?"
Oh, I could talk about aloe for hours. It is an amazing plant. It has so much history behind it, so much research, so much documentation. And I fell in love with the aloe vera plant years ago when I was treating my husband Brian with third-degree burns. But aloe is it's known to help reduce inflammation. We all know what happens if we get a sunburn and we put aloe on. It instantly helps to soothe the skin. It decreases the redness in the skin and it gets the skin feeling and looking healthy again. The other benefit of aloe is that it is a natural anti-inflammatory. It also has cooling properties and it is also beneficial. It keeps your cells turning over at a faster rate. So it does so many wonderful things between the inflammation, cellular turnover, soothing the skin, rejuvenating the skin. I have to share my personal testimonial. At the age of 34, shortly or 35, shortly after my son was born, I developed rosacea. And for those of you listening who have rosacea, you know that that is a skin condition which you can look great in the morning and at night it could be a whole nother situation. The skin is red and people have different degrees of rosacea. Mine would flare up and then I would get the little pustules and they really don't know what causes rosacea. We know what will exasperate rosacea. But prior to having launched our products, this goes back to the 90s, 96, 97, I was on a prescription for rosacea. And we were testing our formulas. And after about 2 weeks of use, I noticed that my pustules were barely there and my skin was less red. And so I decided that I would not go ahead and have my prescription refilled that I was using. And my skin just got better and better. And I've had no issues with rosacea in years, in 20, almost 27 years. And I believe that that for me was the aloe because the aloe stimulates also what is called fibroblast cells. And these cells help to produce collagen and elastin, making your skin more elastic and less wrinkled. So we could go on and on about aloe, but it really is a proven plant, and it's helped so many people, which is really rewarding for me. And that's why too we chose the aloe plant as the first ingredient in our skincare formulations because of the fact that it is so healing. So we chose aloe instead of water. So I hope that helps answer why I'm in love with aloe.
Yes, I could, and I know we could talk about aloe all night. We have 7 minutes left. Okay,
Okay, okay.
so let's move on to our next question. And this is kind of a combo because so many of our guests are asking, well, I have oily skin, I have dry skin. How do I choose the right products for my skin? Is basically the question.
Well, number one, if you have a skincare consultant, I would make sure that you talk with her. I would also suggest that you use our skincare advisor, which is something that you can do online, which is also helpful. But our skincare systems, we have a system for dry skin, oily skin, excessively oily skin. And you can find this information online. So, of course, if you have dry skin, you would go with our gentle system. If you have more normal to slightly oily skin, but you don't really break out a lot, maybe once in a while, then you would use our deep pore system. If you have excessively oily skin, and you do break out with, some acne, having some cystic acne, then we would suggest our excessively oily skincare program. So it really is important to give the skin what it needs. Using the right skincare products is really, it does make a difference. You don't want to hodgepodge a skincare system. I find that today, many people have what I call confused skin. And I've seen this. I've been teaching skincare for 40 years. And I've seen this progress over time. And I do believe it's because many people are constantly mixing too many brands together. And I'm not a fan of that. I feel that you need to use a system that's formulated to work together for optimum results. But I would encourage you to go online, take the Skincare Advisor quiz, talk with your Labri consultant. If you don't have a consultant, you can check with us here at Labri and we can find someone for you that can help you. But using the right program is very important for your skin.
Okay, great. And yeah, and just when you say online, you're talking about the Labri website.
Yes.
First, if you've got a Labri consultant, she'll direct you to her website. If not, then it's labri.com and we'll connect you with a consultant. So, okay, let's move on. We have a lot of questions about one of our newest products, which I happen to have right here. It's the Aloe and Collagen. Jackie McDonald's asks, how do the new aloe and collagen powder, and the skin, hair, and nail supplement, that's a mouthful, complement each other?
Oh, they do. I call this the power duo.
Yep.
I really do. Yes. And let's first talk about our skin, hair, and nails, our nutritional support. This is a product that we developed a few years ago. And I'm involved in all our formulations. And what I do is I research a lot. I see what's in the marketplace, and then I go 10 times better. Now, our skin, hair, nail supplement contains vitamins, vitamins A, C, D, B, B12, B6, niacin, and also minerals, which are really important. Minerals such as zinc, magnesium, and selenium. Now, if you haven't heard about selenium, this is a powerful, powerful antioxidant, which we used to get from the soil, and we don't get as much of it anymore because our soils have become depleted with farming methods, as well as acid rainfall. In addition to the minerals in here, we have biotin. And did you know, I thought this was kind of fascinating, biotin is a Greek word meaning life or substance. I should say sustenance, not substance, sustenance. I can't say that word, sustenance. So I love that because we have biotin in our skin, hair, and nails, and we also have it in our new aloe and collagen super beauty drink. So I've been using this for years. Strong nails, these are not artificial, thick hair. It keeps your hair, I would say, for me, and I know for many of the people that have given us testimonials, it keeps the hair almost like you don't lose as much hair as you age. It just keeps the hair healthier. So this supplement, this formulation, works together with our new aloe collagen super beauty drink, which I know, Laura, you have some there that you're going to try, right?
Mm-hmm. I do. Yeah. So I've got it right here. And one of the things to point out is when you get this, it looks like it's not full. However, and you can help me explain this, Linda, it's based on volume, right? Quantity, not volume. Is that right?
It's on weight, right?
Weight. And so it's a 30-day supply.
Yes, it's a 30-day supply. Mm-hmm. The other thing I wanted to mention about our new collagen drink is that one of the things, and I know we're running out of time, but I have to get this in there. Every single day, we are bombarded by free radicals, and free radicals is what ages us quickly. We can age gently, or we can accelerate the aging process. One of the ways to age gently and to help slow down the aging process, because we all are going to age, we can't stop it, but we can slow it down, is by using products, taking products internally as our collagen drink that contain free radical fighting ingredients. And that is what our Aloe Super Beauty drink here is all about. It was formulated for the skin primarily. It has marine collagen. It has a very powerful blend of polyphenols. These are called the superfruits, like blueberry and blackberry and pomegranate. And if you've not heard about these superfruits, especially even pomegranate, we all know about it, blueberries, all that's in here. So every morning I take my collagen drink along with my vitamins. And the one thing too I should mention with our skin, hair, and nail contains an ingredient called alpha lipoic acid. Now, this is another powerful antioxidant, and it's been linked to several benefits, including reduced inflammation, slowed skin aging, and improved nerve function. So if you've never heard of alpha lipoic acid, take a look at it. And so again, it's a complete blend. Some of the testimonials that we've gotten on our Super Beauty drink mix is even people are seeing that they have less bloating, because aloe, when taken internally, is very beneficial for the digestive system. So we've gotten a lot of feedback from people. I'm not as bloated. I'm more regular. So again, if you haven't tried this, you will fall in love. We worked hard on this formula, and we're very proud of the ingredients in this product. It's safe, it's healthy, and I know that you will see results.
So Linda, I'm going to go ahead and mix it up.
Cheers,
right?
Lori. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Little tiny, tiny scoop.
And it turns a beautiful berry color.
I'm mixing it with my straw. I probably should have gotten a spoon.
And it's yummy. It has a wonderful berry flavor. Some collagen drinks, because there's marine collagen in our collagen powder. It's not a bovine, it's marine. It's from wild caught fish, but you can't taste anything fishy, can you?
No, not at all. It tastes yummy. It tastes really good. So, and you can see, our viewers can see on the screen, value alert, because right now through September, you can get an aloe and collagen beauty drink mix sample. And not a sample, I'm sorry. You can get the aloe and collagen beauty drink mix and skin, hair, and nails when you host in September, when you just shop with some friends. And this is where I was going, when you place an order, you get a free sample of an order of any size. You get a free sample of the aloe and collagen.
That's amazing. An order of any size.
Yes.
Wonderful. Yes. So everybody, place a little order and get your sample. I want you to try this. You're going to fall in love with the taste. And in 2 to 3 weeks, you're going to fall in love with how you feel and how you look when you look in the mirror.
It's a great opportunity to give it a try, that's for sure. Yeah. And by the way, we haven't mentioned this. For those of you who are brand new to LeBri, we have 100% money back guarantee for 60 days. I mean, that's almost unheard of. If something doesn't work for you, you don't like it. We have a very, hardly any returns because our products are fabulous. So don't be afraid to say, oh, I want to give that a try, whatever product interests you that you hear tonight or that your consultant talks to you about. Okay, we are just about out of time. I'm going to ask you the final question, Linda, and then I've got a couple things to share. So we got to be really quick on this one. Okay. I just think it's a really important question that a lot of us want to know. What is the first step in looking younger?
Oh, I wish. I wish there was just one step, the first step. I would say, the first step to looking younger is to get serious about taking care of your skin. It's really important to get into a system, be consistent with that system. When you think about it, we age every day. We're older now than when we got out of bed this morning. And getting onto a system, one that works for you, that will give you great results, not just within the first 6 months, but will carry on for months and years to come. That's the first step, is finding a skincare program that works for you, but one that's healthy for your skin, one that contains ingredients that are beneficial. I have to say, when we formulate, we work with ingredients that are not in minimal amounts, the active ingredients that are required to really bring about results. Sometimes I hear brands talk about how they use peptides. We have a lot of peptides in our anti-aging serums. Again, these help with collagen, elastin. We use a lot of free radical fighting ingredients so that we neutralize these free radicals that we're bombarded with every single day. And that's really key to keeping wrinkles at bay. And then avoiding some of the free radicals that we can avoid. Too much sunlight is a free radical, too much stress, too much processed foods, sugar. There's a lot of things we can do internally to help neutralize those free radicals. But getting on a skincare program and taking care of your skin, because when you think about it, you only get one face per lifetime, and your face is always on public display. So using that system, being consistent with it, and paying attention to what your skin needs on a daily basis. Not so much, once the season's established, but as the seasons change, see how your skin feels. Are you drier? In the summer, are you oilier? Then you know it's time to switch up your routine a little bit. So that would be my number one suggestion.
Okay, excellent. Lynn, if you could put me back up. There we go. Okay, so there we go. All right. So thank you so much, Linda.
You're welcome. This is something I love to talk about, and I hope that I answered. I know we didn't get to all the questions because there's so many, but I hope that everyone picked up some tips for themselves. And hey, here's to beautiful skin, a lifetime of beautiful skin.
That's
Thanks for
for
joining
sure.
us, everybody.
Thank you so much. Now stay with me because I've got one more announcement for you, okay? It's a special invitation to all of our viewers. And if you are a guest tonight and not yet a consultant, I want to invite you to give Librias a try as a consultant. It's a super easy side gig with no quotas, no pressure. We make it easy for you. We show you how to do it. So just give it a try and see what you think, even just for a month or two. I say even for a month or two, many of our consultants have been with us for months and years. You can give it a try and see if it's a good fit for you. There's so many amazing benefits. And consultants, make sure your guests don't miss out on this invitation. In fact, I'm asking all consultants to reach out to your guests within the next 24 hours to ask them how they would feel about working with you. Now, before we go, I want to remind our guests that for tonight's live, we have 10 product giveaways, and you can enter by completing the prize entry survey. It's in the description. The link is in the description. So you just click on the link, fill out the Google form, and you're entered into the drawing. And you need to do that tonight before midnight Central Time. That's tonight, Tuesday, August 29th, before midnight. We'll select the winners at random and we'll post their names on Facebook. We'll also notify our winners on Thursday, February 10th by 2 p.m. So thank you again to Linda, and thank you to all of our viewers for hanging out with us on this Tuesday night. Have a great week.